What's up guys, Hades here. So one of my most popular videos in the recent history was the best free-to-play March, and it was led by Alex. Now, I go through a new build almost every single week, but I am back to that single carry free-to-play March, and I'm going to show you how this is enough. Okay, Alex by himself is enough, and I'll show you a few reasons why. First, we need breakdown of the team and all the things I am missing and all the gaps in my team, just to show you that it has so much room to grow. So even with all these errors, it's still okay. And that's going to show you guys that even if you don't have everything, it's okay. First and foremost, these bonuses need to be 35 on all your heroes. This is not my main team. I switch so much, I just can't have them all 35. So even though he's not maxed there, his gear is terrible, and I don't have max 9 through butter, it still works, okay? Now going over to my supports. Zenobia is only 53, right? She's been on like the 3rd or 4th team, but I threw her in here because she fits the Earth team. The levels don't matter, okay? She's only 26 boost. She does have 8 spec. YSS, only 30. His artifacts, only 2. And he's only 7 boost. Kin is 8 boost, but he's only 30, okay? And they're not all level 60 either. The gems are terrible. They're jank. They're not maxed in the slightest. I don't focus these immortals or this team, and I'm not swapping them for this video on purpose to show you they don't have to be perfect. If the skills align correctly, this counters the meta very well. I even made a mistake with the leveling of the gear. I accidentally leveled the helmet and shield or plate body just to show you guys what happens, and I made a whole video about that. Go check that one out. I highly recommend only doing the weapon, making sure you have enough shards to get to 60, because that's the most important piece. But I messed up. I accidentally did too many at the same time. I had Bjorn and Khan and Alex, and I messed up. Okay, that's a whole another story. But this is to show you that I don't have everything and it still works. So let's jump into some arena and Throne of Supreme reports to show you exactly why this is so good. Okay. Jumping into some arena reports, this is a player who is very, very strong. And you can see my setup just rips through everything. Anything that's not a main, gone. Now, obviously, when it gets to actual whale march, it's not going to win, but guess what? When it can break one hero, well, then my second team's going to beat it. That's the value of this team, especially in a rally scenario or a arena type scenario. Another example, my wife's march. She is a pretty big whale. She has max low-key, max team, and look, same thing. YSS is gone, and I get chip damage, and then I'm able to beat her. Usually I cannot beat her with my old setup. Another strong player, nearly maxed out Himiko, good gear, nearly maxed out Fufei, good gear, double tank. Alex is enough. Look at this. He solo carries against a Himiko team, and this is a very solid Himiko team. Alright, jumping into some Throne of Supreme hits, I hit a player here quite strong, and my Alex team ripped through everything. This is a maxed out Himiko, nearly maxed out. Very strong, level 8, has all the skills. The Hippolyta is not very meta, and Hippolyta is hard countered by Alex. So Alex rips through Hippolyta, and then you just have to deal with the Himiko. But you can see here, my non-max team is beating million power teams, right? Same thing here. Nearly maxed out, doesn't have infinite firepower, but it's Alex versus Alex, YSS versus YSS, Kin versus Kin, but they have a Himiko basically maxed out, and I have this broken Zenobia, right? And it's still a hard win, right? And I just want to show you what these look like, right? Because it might not make sense, but if your Alex is stronger than theirs and it's getting guarded, my Alex is going to win and theirs is going to lose. And then as soon as their Alex is gone, now he starts cleaving everything, right? Assembly charge is going to hit all 3 immortals. Right now, it's not hitting the Himiko, which is semi-unideal, but getting rid of the Alex first is important. Now he's going to start cleaving all 3. Knife through butter hits everyone, and assembly charge hits everyone, and when you get those double hits, you also hit everyone. Obviously, this player not having infinite firepower is hindering them, and it would look a lot different. But Himiko putting one of my supports in the realm doesn't matter. I don't care if one support goes in the realm, because they're still doing their job, right? Alex can't be realmed, and he's still going to do his job. He can't be stopped by Loki. He can't be stopped by the Earth Dragon. He can't be stopped by No Escape. So nothing affects Alex. So keeping him as your main, when you have a fully maxed out, perfect artifact, perfect equipment, level 35, 50 dust, everything else kind of doesn't matter. Now finally, for the skills, if you stuck around, this is what the team looks like. You do need to have guard. Guard is essential. Guard keeps Alex full HP. If he's full HP, he's doing full damage. And then the rest of the situation is about keeping him alive. We're denying other Alexes with weakening curse. We make sure we get our shield up, the 20% shield immediately. We get Spring of Life so that all of our healing is increased. That means vitality is increased. That means purification is increased. That means every auto attack with Berserk is increased. Now the only weakness we have is to wound, and that's why we have purification. If they don't have wound, no con, no kin, this can be switched for a few things. It can be switched for resist, energy suppression, and oak guard, kind of depending on the opponent, right? If they're heavy mage, you can go with resist. If they're playing physical attackers, or if they're really reliant on their ultimates, right? These are small changes you can make that can make the march a little stronger. But everything up to this point is very, very good. Now, is this team going to beat the whale marches? No, I do not want to mislead you and tell you that these 4 immortals this week are going to beat them. Even maxed out, level 50 everything, you're not going to beat the whales. It's not possible. Their marches are too strong. However, this beats so many marches in the game, and it's so cheap, and you don't even need knife through butter. This can be cleave. It'll just be a little bit weaker, but it can be cleave. And guess what? One legendary skill, if you do it through GT Arcade, is actually not that much. And you only need it about level 5 or 6 for it to be completely useful. Once it gets to the 200-ish energy reduction, it becomes very strong. But yeah, this march is really powerful. I hope you guys like these kind of videos, and if you do, make sure to leave a like and comment, and I'll check you guys in the next one.